Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hivecraft. Episode 5, I believe. I might be wrong though, it might be 6, don't judge me too hard. This is actually the second time I'm recording this intro because the first time I forgot I was playing a YouTube video in the background. We don't have to talk about it, it's fine. Anyway, welcome in guys. Today we actually have quite the amount of projects to do. So I'm struggling to decide which ones we're going to do on stream and which ones are going to be on the video. However, I know for a fact one thing that's definitely making this video is we're going to be building a trading hall. I have had a floating isle that has just not been worked on for several weeks now, and it's been lonely. It's been needing some help. So we're going to come through. We're going to finish this island, and trust me, it needs a lot of work. We're going to finish this island, and we're going to put the wizard's tower on top of it finally, and that is it's going to become my own personal villager trading hall. However, in addition to that, 3 other things that may make the episode, or I might just do on stream and leave out of the episode, I'm not sure, is we need to make a path going around here, right around here, have villagers that I still have to grab, and lead right over here into this wonderful conjugate made by Cypher. Because we're going to be mixing our bases, we're going to be adding pasta. That's rude, first of all. I am in the middle of a conversation. I can't. I can't hit anything. It's fine. How do I have phantoms? I just slept the other night. Anyway, Cypher's base is looking absolutely fantastic, but we also have to get ourselves our helmet back because, yeah, it died in a creeper explosion along with our age-old shovel, Blizz Streams, or Blizz Shovel, which, it's sad, but it's fine. Anyway, the last thing we need to do is also get to work on converting and completing our second villager trading hall. We've been meaning to create a villager trading hall, or a second, more permanent villager trading hall on the server that has cheaper trades, better villagers, fully maxed out. But kind of left that behind a while ago. Then another possible project that might make it on stream, but probably won't, as it's more of my friend Sunny's project, is creating the gold farm. I might include bits of footage in the video of it if anything interesting happens, but trying to make the YouTube videos a little bit more entertaining so that my streams could be, well, more laid back, I guess. Anyway, let's jump right into everything, and I will see you guys at the end of the video.
Chill out, Mark.
Vacation, better get a vacation, girl. Leave your friends behind. It's gon' just be us. We ain't gon' fight, we just gon' fuck. Ain't gotta ask twice, I'ma beat it up. Beat it up right now. Girl, I know you wanna play this song right now. Middle of the club, we getting on right now. You know that I wanna take you home right now. Girl, you know what you doing. Telling you to stop, you keep moving. Girl, I think you're tryna have a baby. I just want a baby by my baby. La la la. Oh, girl, you want me to want you. La la la. Oh, girl, you all that I'm needing. La la la. And you can feel it in your chest, girl. La la la. Oh, la 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 la.
Hey, girl, you know my situation. What's with all them frowns, girl? I love them smiley faces. Slide to the city, shopping at the finest places.
Drippy in the streets, diamonds dancing on your necklace. Your pockets on precious, Starbucks for breakfast. We stack it to the ceiling and I hated playing Tetris cause my pops would never get it. But he gave me life, so all is forgiven. Gotta love him, folks. Knowledge is power, got me feeling like I'm Thanos. Hook or something, know this girl is right for me. Put that on my Jesus piece. Saying I do is only right if shorty right for me. Ooh la la, now would you die for me? Man, put that on your kids, you take a life for me. If I kill a man, would you kill his wife for me? This ain't dark, I'm just checking on your temperature. Just to see if I should really split this rent with you. No, it's all cap, no niggas be dreaming. Reality came back like I just took a trip. Cause the only one I want is the only one I'm with. Life filled with hella trips, niggas getting hella rich. It's real.
La la la, oh girl, you want me to want you. La la la, oh girl, you all that I'm needing. La la la, and you can feel it in your chest, girl. La la la, oh la 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 la.
When I say that had to be one of the most annoying time lapses I've ever had to film, I mean, there's no way it's not. It doesn't even have to do with the place in the blocks. I got an ungodly amount of phone calls during that, and I don't really do enough of anything. I do some small business stuff on the side in addition to Minecraft and streaming, but like most of it is just through email. I never have to worry about picking up my phone for phone calls, but I usually do anyway, unless it's obviously like a telemarketer. And I receive so many phone calls. It seems like every single one of my friends wanted to talk to me during that time lapse. Oh man, that was something. But as you guys can see, we did get quite a bit of work done on the island. And I think it's actually looking pretty good. Obviously, we still have a lot to do as far as like mossing up goes, but when it comes to the island itself, the island is complete. Other than, you know, other stuff that we have to add, but that's later. Shush. Yeah, no, we have our final island installed. It is complete, and I think it is looking absolutely fantastic. It's a lot bulkier than the other ones. You'll probably notice it's very bulky, very wide. In addition to the first one, but the first one was very much so a crash course in building floating islands. It's not something I'd ever done before, so I think we've gotten better with it. I'd say this one, because of how quickly it was done, certainly not my best work. I won't deny that. I was very much so in a rush, because I have 2 villagers currently waiting to get moved in here, and I've just left them sitting on somewhere else somewhere. But yeah, no, I think it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and build up the breeder and get our villagers moved down there before I even go in and design anything in a creative world. But I'm going to be in creative world with Sunny for quite a while, as we're going to be working on designs for the new trading hall. I just have a lot to do today, and maybe I'll record some of it for you guys, but at the same time, it entirely depends if it'll make it into the video or not, based off whether the trading hall makes it into the video or not. But yeah, let's get started. So, I don't know how I did this, but apparently this is a thing. I was just working, getting started on the build, and somehow there's just a magical source block. I mean, make it rain, I guess. Why, hello there. So, this is a bit of a surprise, I know, because I didn't talk about this at any point during the rest of the video, but this is the gate to the trading hall. It's nothing over the top. It's nothing super special. In fact, in my opinion, it's actually kind of really messy. Like, it was not very well executed, in my opinion, as far as my end goes. But it's supposed to be a really simple build. We will be throwing something in here in the middle. I don't know if it'll actually end up being a curing station or not, but essentially this is just going to have like a castle courtyard kind of vibe. That's what we're going for, and I just need to finish filling in this area over here. I think we're going to have plenty of room for most villager trades in here. And if we do ever need more room as well, I can obviously expand it that way a little bit more. And we can also include like second stories to the walls and even go underground if we want. As you can see, we got plenty of room down here. Part of today's project is actually going to be filling this whole area in, which is a good thing that we have all the dirt from this dig over here, because I do not have a whole lot of dirt left, believe it or not. I know it's such a weird thing, but I run out of it all the time because I build all these islands. I don't like digging from anywhere that's overly visible unless it's something I intend on covering up. But yeah, so I also want to give a shout out to Emily Blair Games and Cypher Logic. I believe Cypher was here for the last release of an episode, but I know Emily Blair Games was not. You should check her out on Twitch. She is a lot of fun, and I'm actually super excited to have her here on the server. Well, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up this area, or at least get as far as I can before my subway gets here. And I guess I will bring you guys in afterwards.
What?
It's real.
Really made.
On hubby, the butt of a gun, and he like it, son of a nun. Off my speakers, spilling off bums, ganja, huh? High as my thumb, in my underarm, bitch. If you fuck me, then you love me, that's my first of all, bitch. Like your nigga in his dick, feelings never fall, bitch. If it's over, then I'm done. Let the curtains fall.
So I'm taking a break real quick because my food came in, and I'm hungry. But I just wanted to bring you guys in here real quick. I got all the wiring done. And I think this will maybe kind of help bring a sense of scale to this area. Like, we got, unless I get caught underground, we got plenty of space here for tons and tons of villagers. This is way bigger than the other trading hall. If you guys need proof of that, I'll go over there right now. Unfortunately, my connection tonight has been terrible. I kept disconnecting and reconnecting earlier, but luckily I've been on for a pretty good while. But yeah, so this is the size of the old one. If I try and hop in here, it's not going to end very well. Don't get me wrong, this is still very sizable. I know for a fact it is 60 blocks long exactly. Very sizable. However, this other one, I believe, is much bigger. Just both in general width and as well as how many villagers it can hold. And I think it's actually a little bit longer as well. And we also are going to have them separated by that little brick wall. We're going to have them all literally right next to each other. If it would load in, that would help us get kind of a better shot of it. Yeah, as you can see, this is much bigger. I'll figure out exactly how many blocks wide it is. I'll let you guys know after I'm done building it, but alrighty, so I decided to go through, kind of set up some paths. It's not complete yet. There's still more we can do, and it's not, like, it doesn't look quite good yet. Of course, I'm still playing around with some of the colors. Obviously, some of these colors and color palettes are not perfect, just me kind of playing around as we go. But essentially the goal here is, as well as along the walls, all the walls are going to have villagers on it, but there's also going to be very special villagers set up inside these specific areas. The only areas that won't have villagers are these little path block areas. And once we get the villagers in place and figure out what kind of module we're going to use to hold them there, that's when I can kind of go through and decorate a little bit more, kind of add some market stalls, make it seem a lot more lively. Because right now it just seems very empty. That's my food barrel. Right now it just seems very empty in there, and I don't want it to be empty. You know, I want it to be lively. I want it to feel like an active castle courtyard. You know, I don't want to make it feel like there's nothing there. So we're gonna hopefully get what's the word? Hang out with Sunny or Cypher today, as long as they're available. Sunny is gonna be gone for a week or so, coming up here shortly. So I need to try and get with him as soon as possible and at least start getting villagers moved up here. I don't know what he wants to do as far as holding them in. I don't know if we're going to be doing the double carpet method or what. But we need something that's very small that allows them to go side by side with as many villagers fitting in here as possible. And of course, as you can see, there's a massive grass border around the edges. Like I said, we're not touching that. That's going to hold all the villagers. And right now I'm thinking about setting up a bunch of armorers and toolsmiths right along this edge before he even gets here, just so that I can have a closer place I can trade all my iron with, because last time I checked we actually have a really decent amount of iron down at the iron farm. No one's come to harvest this recently, and it's just been going, you know, it's been going in the background. This is the game. Okay, yeah, we still have a really, really good amount. Let's say we just start crafting this into blocks. Alright, so after filling up my iron box, my iron shulker box full of iron blocks, we still have about 27 iron blocks, which is not terrible. We could get a decent amount of emeralds with that. Of course, we're also just going to go back into the iron box and take out some of those iron blocks every time we need it. But that's actually pretty good. We didn't actually leave any in here, like there's a minimal amount left in here. But like I said, it's always running. And you know, another good place that could be pretty good to check. I haven't actually checked on the gunpowder farm recently. Okay, yeah. It seems like other people definitely have been coming to collect gunpowder from that. I actually have a good amount of gunpowder. I don't need gunpowder right now. But we do need to get our gunpowder farm built underneath this build. And I already know a design I'm going to go with. It's not like overly effective at all, but it's going to get the job done.
Being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there.
island is done. We are done. The final floating island has been complete as far as exterior goes. I mean, okay. Yeah, there's going to be some smaller things added and some details, and there's some things I gotta fix up. Like, for instance, this spawn proofing. I got these platforms everywhere that I need to get rid of. Otherwise, we could have creepers, zombies, all those wonderful things dropping in on us while we try and work with our villagers, which we don't want. Well, as you can tell, I'm doing a great job. And this particular way of mob proofing is not, it's not particularly efficient. No. Could also just fly around up there and place torches, but I only got 7 torches left and I'm lazy. But let's take a look at the exterior. I mean, first of all, this thing is quite tall. This build is actually exactly 1 stack of blocks tall. It's really cool thing. It's exactly 64 blocks tall. And if we actually want to go up here, what we can do is also place a torch. We are on eye level 185, so we're about 100 blocks away from build limit. It's also the tallest building over here, signifiable with that light. And it's, I mean, the big thing is it's just complete. It's a very boring build. I will not lie to you. It is a extremely boring build. I would not actively go out and advertise how cool this build is, personally, because personally I don't think it is very cool, but it's definitely tall and it's going to serve its purpose. Of course, there's a couple of things I've been thinking about doing to make it a little bit more entertaining, like adding a little side platform, probably like a side tower going off on this side. And we'll probably end up doing that just to give it just a little bit more than just a tower, you know, because towers are boring. But yeah, I mean, it's the final build. Didn't turn out like it was, not like it was supposed to, but it didn't turn out like I expected it to, if that makes sense. This was not the original design for it at all. It actually came in because when I was building the original, I said, you know, this feels a little short, feels a little boring. Why don't I bring in a little bit of extra color at the top? So these were shorter, and I shortened it and made the base wider, and then just threw that in there. And then of course the top was also done a little bit different. It wasn't supposed to be this skinny either. I don't actually know where I messed up along here. There's a few mistakes I made down below, so the sides were uneven. I had to spend a long time kind of fixing up, going through that, but overall, I mean, it didn't turn out too bad, I'd say, for doing it within 4 to 5 hours. I just wanted to get this done before this episode comes out because, as you guys know, we just finished that area, and I think kind of having my village area done and this one both prepped and ready to go are going to help me out a lot this next episode, which is coming out on Saturday. So it is unfortunately time for this episode to end. We are completely out of time. I gotta go get some editing done to make sure this comes out on time tonight. But I love you guys all so much. Thank you guys all so much for watching, all your guys' beautiful support. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me and every single one of you. Go tell someone else you love them. And as always, I will see you later.